Imagine an own version of ChatGPT on your iPhone. It has access to all the photos, all the messages, all your accounts, and all third-party apps. And it can actually do things for you. Just tell it to do things and it can act on your behalf on your screen inside of all your apps. It can correct text, schedule meetings, and talk to other people as yourself. It can create AI images on demand with everything you ask it. And yes, all of this is coming to the newest iPhones this fall. Apple just announced on their WWDC 2024 event their own AI model, which they call Apple Intelligence. So AI for Apple means Apple Intelligence from here on. And seeing this was quite personal for me because I'm a religious iPhone user ever since iPhone 3G came out. And the thing with Apple is, if they make a big step like this, putting AI into the hands of hundreds of millions of users of their devices at the same time, then they need to make it right. And privacy is one big part of why we are all using iPhones and iOS devices. So Apple needed to find a way to use AI on their devices without sacrificing privacy too much. And they actually did. In the next couple of minutes, I will show you everything that's important about the event, all the AI features of Apple Intelligence, and everything you need to know going forward. Trust me, you don't want to miss this because I think this is the biggest Apple update in the history ever, because now they introduce AI to everyday tasks on your iPhone, and it's actually crazy. So first of all, we have this page talking about the iOS 18 preview, and next to some interesting stuff for gamers and customizations on the home screen and icons, we want to see the AI action. So if we scroll down, we see immediately Apple Intelligence, and there's three main parts to this on this page alone. So number one, writing, focus, and communication. Writing will change forever. Every time an email is written on an iPhone, you can now AI correct or AI rewrite all the sentence and all the text anytime you want, as often as you want. And it's actually made really good way. So you can rewrite it in some different templates, so more natural or more happy or something like that. But you can also prompt it to do whatever you want. You can say, make people who read this laugh about it. And then it will actually rewrite the text with the prompt you just gave it. So we can now prompt the Apple AI, similar to how we prompted ChatGPT so far. And this works system-wide. So everywhere you have text, you will have Apple AI integrated, ready to help you when you need it. It can also generate images for you, just as Midjourney would do or DALL-E with ChatGPT. So as you can see here, you just give it some input and there's different inputs throughout the device, and it can also take input itself from the device. So whenever it needs an emoji of your mom being on a car, Apple can just go into your photos, search for mom pictures, take them and create an emoji and make a new image out of those images from your photos library. So this is a fusion which we have never seen before, that your most private information gets now fusioned with the power of AI, and this was not here before. I would not like to upload all of the data I have on my iPhone to OpenAI or ChatGPT, and Apple made it possible to process this on device. I'll go more into depth about that in a second. And now one of the biggest points, probably Siri, our voice assistant on iPhone, which was so bad for so many years, now has AI capabilities and has natural language understanding on an even further level and looks to be similarly good as ChatGPT on your phone. But in this case, it has access to all of your third-party apps, all of your content, all of your profiles, all of the pictures, and everything about yourself. So it cannot be more personalized than this AI version. So Siri is finally smart and can finally execute on things. Open messages, send my mom a message, after do this. Siri should be smarter than ever, and you can talk to Siri using your voice, or you can type to Siri using the keyboard at any time. And yes, there's a bunch of other interesting changes with iOS 18, but we want to focus on the AI stuff. Apple Intelligence. What can it do? How good is it? And we're going to find that out. So we're going to click on Apple Intelligence on the top right here, and here we have a preview of all the AI features that are coming. Every time Apple is doing its AI magic on your phone, you will see a colored frame like this on your phone telling you that AI is active, which I like so far. And here you can see all the different use cases where AI could be implemented when using the iPhone. Your Apple AI assistant can prioritize notifications for you. It can sort out trash from important notifications or reminders. It has context about emails and messages you have sent. So if you have a flight ticket somewhere in your emails and you want to know when your flight is, you can simply ask it when your flight is, and it will find out the information for you and give you the result and tell you when your flight is departing. So this is great to see. And if we continue here, this is important to see. It's not only the iPhone. Apple Intelligence is coming to the iPhone, to the iPad, and to the Macs. As always, many devices are supported, but currently it's mostly the newer devices. So iPhone is iPhone 15 Pro and up. Apple MacBooks is M1 and up. And with the iPad, I think it's the same. We will see that at the end. Here we can see again a showcasing demo of how Apple is helping you to rewrite or write content on your iPhone or on your MacBook. So it's literally having a ChatGPT assistant always at your fingertips when writing text. And this is going to increase the average quality of text worldwide so much in such a short time span, because these devices are in so many hands out there. Here we can also see a nice little feature of Apple Intelligence working in your email app. So whenever you want to reply to an email, Apple Intelligence is going to suggest you some potential answers for that email. And this is just the beginning. I'm really excited where this goes in the next couple of years. And if you don't want to miss updates like these and all kinds of AI topics, be sure to subscribe to this channel channel and like this video. And as you can see, they can also create images. So you can simply use Apple Pencil to create magic circle, which then create images depending on the input you give it. And it also suggests input depending on the things you have on your screen right now. So if you are in a document and you just make a circle with your Apple Pencil, it will auto suggest input to create an image which represents everything on the page with AI. Like, this is literally insane. The only thing I don't like about this is you have to choose between 3 or 4 different styles, which is comic, sketch, and something like that. So it's always animated. So there is probably not going to be any realistic images from Apple's AI image generation so far. And I think that's a safety precaution. So yeah, it will always be a bit behind Midjourney, but it will be much better integrated into your everyday life and into all the products you're using on a daily basis. AI can obviously also be used for some fun stuff and entertainment. So here you can get creative with AI and the image generation in general. You can create new emojis. There's a dedicated app where you can play around with the image generation. You can also create your custom emojis just by prompting Apple Intelligence to create an emoji for you. You can ask Siri much more detailed questions about your photos. For example, in this case, Katie with stickers on her face, and thanks to AI, it understands what to show you and represents you with the pictures you want to see. This is such a great feature which I will use personally so many times in my life. So I'm super grateful that this is finally happening. One more big feature which is now possible thanks to AI and is already used on Android devices for a long time, but now finally hits the Photos app in Apple, is removing objects from pictures. So you can simply mark objects you want to remove and AI is gonna fill out the rest of the photo for you. This should work like a breeze. So I'm really excited about this feature, to have this on my iPhone as well. And finally, it's all about Siri, because Siri finally becomes the personal assistant Apple wanted it to be always. And the thing here to understand is why Apple is working together with ChatGPT, because Apple is not trying to compete with ChatGPT. ChatGPT tries to be the AI for everybody, and the Apple AI tries to be the AI for you. This is how I see it. Siri also finally can keep context, so if you talk with it back and forth, similar to ChatGPT, it remembers your conversation and has a memory about everything you talked about so far. Siri is also able to see everything on your screen now. So if you get a new address sent on Telegram or WhatsApp, you can simply say, save this address to my friend's contact, John, and Siri is going to take that address and add it to the contact in your contact list. So it can see everything on your screen and can act on first, second, and third party apps and also across them. So it can move things around from one app to another app. As you can see here, Apple is calling this on-screen awareness. So it just sees your screen basically, with a fancy name of Apple as always. And if you forgot where you stored something, or when a friend told you about something specific, you can now simply ask Siri, and as it knows all your messages, all your texts, all your photos, and all your conversations, it can search for you and show you similar or related content to what you're searching for. So if you don't remember something to 100%, Siri can help you find the results that you're looking for thanks to AI. One of the biggest topics generally with Apple is privacy. Apple takes privacy serious, and that's one of the reasons why Apple is the largest company in this world. People buy iPhones to buy privacy. We don't want to deal with malware or viruses, and that should stay like that for all time. And this is no different with Apple Intelligence. So Apple says great powers comes with great privacy. That couldn't be more true, because they really made it possible that you have on-device processing. That means all of the history, all of the knowledge this AI owns is on your device. It doesn't go to the cloud. It's not processed on some server or something like that. But it gets more interesting now, because Apple is collaborating with ChatGPT from OpenAI. ChatGPT is now seamlessly integrated in MacBooks, iPads, and iPhones. In the new OS update this fall, ChatGPT will be integrated by default, and you can use it at any time, at any place on your Mac. So if Apple has their own large language model, which they call Apple Intelligence, why do they need ChatGPT? Apple explained it like this.
First, we built support into Siri, so Siri can tap into ChatGPT's expertise when it might be helpful for you. For example, if you need menu ideas for an elaborate meal to make for friends using some freshly caught fish and ingredients from your garden, you can just ask Siri. Siri determines that ChatGPT might have good ideas for this, asks your permission to share your question, and presents the answer directly. You can also include photos with your questions. If you want some advice on decorating, you can take a picture and ask, what kind of plants would go well on this deck? Siri confirms if it's okay to share your photo with ChatGPT and brings back relevant suggestions. It's a seamless integration.
So every time Siri thinks it's not capable enough, it will try to ask ChatGPT. And every time that happens, you will be asked if you allow that and if it's okay to also upload the context with it, because every prompt or every question to ChatGPT will have some context about you, which make it personal. So Siri is asking you if it's okay to upload all of these things to ChatGPT and OpenAI, and it will only get those parts of the conversation and it will give you an answer back, and Siri is going to continue to talk to you until there is a point reached again where it needs more information about some general stuff, or when it's more more complex tasks, then Siri is automatically going to activate ChatGPT. I think this is a huge move. And if you think about it, how crazy that actually is, Apple is collaborating with Microsoft's company OpenAI, because macOS and Windows are the two biggest rivals when it comes to operating systems on computers. And Microsoft owns a big stake in OpenAI. So it's kind of like Apple collaborating with Microsoft on this one. However, I also understand the fact that Apple is not trying to become the AI for everybody. It tries to become the AI for you. So personalized for you. You have your own personal assistant on your phone, on your device. You can do a bunch of crazy things. And this is just the beginning. I don't even want to think about what's going to happen after 1 year if all the developers now get access to these AI APIs, because Apple announced so many APIs to be integrated into third-party apps and all the developers can use them right now. But which devices are actually compatible with Apple Intelligence? It's not going to be rolled out to all the old models, right? And I'm going to tell you that in a second. If you got any value out of this video so far, please do me a favor and click the like button. It's free, it's super fast, and it really helps us to grow. If you want to stay updated with AI agents and the latest tech, subscribe to this channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, so everything above iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max is supported. iPad Pro is supported with M1 or later, and that goes as well to all the other Macs. So M1 and later is supported, and iPhone 15 Pro and later is supported as well. So if you have any device like that or newer, you will be good. If not, you will maybe think about renewing your devices to get those features this fall. The beta of this is rolling out next week as far as I know, and the public version is rolling out in fall as always. Let me know, what do you think about these new AI features and how AI has now access to all your private and personal information, data and photos on your device? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments, and if you think I missed something from the event, let me know in the comments as well. As always, thank you for your time. If you need any custom AI project built for you or your business, reach out to us at omnifusion.ai or click the link in the description. Other than that, as always, see you in the next time. Peace.